2. Did you guys do it with them? And I am the Master Director of Oregon Spirit Chorus right here in Salem, Oregon, and we've been a chorus for 10 years, and this is our very first inaugural a cappella academy. They know about barbershop harmony, but they don't know about barbershop harmony, to the really nuts and bolts of it, you know, the balance and the blend and the vowels and all of those things that we feel, because we met with the teachers and said, this is why we think barbershop should be in your curriculum in the school, because it will teach your kids these wonderful vocal skills and these awesome performing skills, and they can take that into whatever genre they want to in the future. It's going to give them a great, strong foundation of really the skills that they can do whatever they want as a musician.
Let's go. 2, 3, 4, and go.
Took a walking past your house late last night.
Was there anything that happened that was really kind of unexpected that you went, wow, I didn't know that?
Well, yeah, Mike was telling us, like, he told us to take things from the back to the front, so we were learning the song kind of backwards, because he said a lot of choirs, they learn songs forward to backward. He said, as long as we know the back, then when we go through, we'll already know how to end the song.
Here I go again. I hear the trumpets blow again. Wow, sorry. All aglow again.
Why did you decide to be part of this?
Well, I heard about it, and I'm used to more like church singing, and this was something just completely different. And I'd always admired barbershop singers and how funny they were, and I just really wanted to try it out.
You know, to be honest with you, my choir teacher just said that it would be like a singing workshop thing. I had no idea it was a cappella or anything like that, so I didn't know what it was going to be like. So I was like, okay, well, I like singing, so I will try it out. And believe it or not, it's a cappella, so I was like, oh, what? I thought there was going to be music, but, you know, yeah. So it's awesome.
Like, right hand, left hand, left hand. It's gotta be.
Just groove it out a little. You guys
So
were
can we do it and just talk it?
We'll have a happy ending now, taking a chance on love.
How do you walk them through this? Because I saw that you break it down in parts, don't you?
Yeah, this morning we had a general session where Ryan Heller and I did some warm-ups. So I did some breathing exercises and posture, you know, holding your instrument properly, and then he did some articulation and phonation and resonance exercises and got them singing a little bit. Then we had the two quartets, the guest quartets, GQ and Flipside. They sang a couple of songs just to get the kids, you know, wow, this is awesome stuff. And then we sent them into sectionals for an hour and a half. So they all got to sing just their part. And then we went to lunch, came back, and we had a couple of duet sessions. And then for the last hour and a half, we've been on the risers together, working with me directing and stopping and going and doing just very light coaching. Learned a little bit of choreography, and then they will sing for each other. And as soon as we get done here, they're going to sing for each other. The men will sing for the women and then trade off. And then they get dressed. Well, then they have dinner. Then they get to perform on the show tonight on A Cappella Spirit tonight. So it's going to be just a very full day.
All of that, in other words, starting from scratch through dress rehearsal to the actual performance in front of an audience.
Yes.
And they're ready for it?
Yes.
Here I go again. I hear the trumpet. You wouldn't do it that way, I'm exaggerating.
Right.
But it's weird if you just stand there and do nothing and then go into moves. It would make it exaggerated.
When you hear those chords, it sounds, when you sing and that happens, you feel like you're singing 4 parts all at once because you're like inside each other's voices when that happens. Isn't that right? It's really an exciting feeling, but it's impossible to do if this is going on. So the sooner you can get comfy with just little bits of the song, trust yourself that you know more than you realize. All of you know way more than you realize.
I'm gonna take something else. So he has a trumpet. Oh.
2 silhouettes on the shade. Wow, did we just hold
Oh, what a
Yeah, we
lovely
did.
couple.
2, take a step down here for me. Singing to the walking past your house. Go away.
It's kind of nice to be taught by professionals. And at the same time, they're such great guys, and they get along with us really well, and they teach us really well, too.
And then Connor, I want you right here. I think it has to be 2, 2, 1. Is this it, Tim? Yep. All right, rock and roll, man. And go. Bow, bow,
Took the walking past your house late last night. The shades were pulled and drawn. Laid out time from the dinner different cast. 2 silhouettes on the shade. Oh, what a lovely couple they made.
It's fun. I enjoy doing it, and just the feeling you get when it turns out right. It's just happiness.
What about you?
It's really fun coming together because not everyone knows each other. I mean, it's different schools, and even people just like out of school already, just coming together just to have fun. And when you're learning your part, it gets really complicated, and sometimes you kind of get discouraged. But then you finally hear everyone together when it sounds right, and then you kind of get that momentum again to keep going, and it's just really great.
And what about you, Abby? What do you make of it?
I love it. It's hard when you're alone, but then when we all get together, it sounds amazing.
Because we all get along so well, and we're probably like the rowdiest group out there. Like, we're so annoying. Like, people around us would be like, "Look at those guys! They're so annoying."
They're so annoying.
I wish they'd shut up. Like,
how do you annoy people?
Like, we're always so loud. Like,
and we're always in song.
Yeah, we're
constantly.
always like every time. But I mean, we have a lot of fun.
Give me an example of being in song. Quick.
Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. The big wheel run by faith, and the real wheel run by the grace of God. And wheel and a wheel way in the middle of the air.
It's a win-win. It's a win for us too, because I get to pass along what I've learned all these years. I started many years ago. In 1971 is when I started in the organization and started learning about this. So for 46 years I've been learning from the best. And now I think I know a few things, and it's really, really an honor to be able to just pass it along to these kids. This is the future of our organization, the future of Barbershop Harmony. So I'm really thrilled that the teachers loved it, the kids are loving it, I'm loving it. It's, like I say, it's a win-win. Yeah, it's great.
cheers